Hey, what's going on, guys? DJS here, bringing you guys hopefully a short and sweet review of the iPhone 5, just some initial thoughts and a comparison a little bit between the 5 on the right and the 4S on the left. First thing I have to say is, if you think about it, Apple, I mean, they've done a phenomenal job with their product. It went from nothing and it entered the market late as cell phones. I mean, there's Motorola, Nokia, Samsung, like there's tons of other competitors out there. And they went out there and they took the market by storm. And what I'm leading up to is, like, we placed the orders. We found out when the phone was releasing. A lot of people pre-ordered them at midnight, and that made it like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. We pre-ordered it at midnight, and we got them delivered to our house as promised, the exact same day that they promised us, and they had 2 million units that was sold from what I was told. So you figure they had 2 million standby that were ready to hit public. They didn't even have anything out there about these phones, about the sexy little matte black on the back end of the phone. Nothing got leaked. Like, if you look at sneakers versus like iPhones and stuff like that, I mean, images of sneakers for a year and a half later get leaked like today. People can buy, there's a black market, so you could buy those sneakers today. And then you're looking at maybe, what, 20,000 units, if that? Like, then you have the iPhone has 2 million units. 0 phones get leaked. Everybody's surprised when they see it. And then all of a sudden, they ship it on the date, and you get it within the hour of when they say they're going to give it to you. So I got to have, like, a lot of respect for what Apple's done as a company to be able to drive the demand for a product and deliver the product as promised on the desired date. Now, I'm not an Apple fanboy by any means, and actually I'm teeter-tottering on whether or not I even want to keep the iPhone 5, because it just doesn't suit me as an individual. I'm more of I have to say it, but I'm more of an Android kind of person, because I want to be able to tailor my phone to what I want, not to what Apple thinks I want. And for my wife, the iPhone is perfect because it's brainless, it's simple, she can pick it up, she can use it, but I want a little bit more depth to my phone, and I know Android's offers that, and they have things that are available that I had 2.5 years ago on my Evo 4, or the HTC Evo or whatever that I had, and I'm just now getting those on my iPhone, like 4G. Like, I had 4G on Sprint, like, granted it sucked, and I know Apple didn't want to get behind it because it wasn't ready, or it still isn't quite ready yet on most networks. Verizon's kind of the exception from what I've heard. But really, like, there's like a lot of things that the iPhone offers that is great for an average user, and for somebody like my wife and for the general population, it's the perfect phone. And I have to hand it to them for the designs. I'm a huge fan of the design. I really like the 4S. As you can see on the left-hand side, you can see it's a little bit thinner, or excuse me, a little thicker than the iPhone 5 on the right. And you can see the length is different as well. Right here, it has 6 rows down instead of 5. That's the only really big difference between the 5 and the 4. Cosmetics. It's thinner, it's lighter, it's faster. How much faster? Not noticeably, in my opinion. I mean, if you launch an application, like, it launches the same speed. It's not like it's going to be that much faster, because the iPhone 4 is already pretty goddamn fast. So, like, the reality is it faster? Maybe. It's not that much faster, but it's supposed to be faster. It's absolutely lighter. It's still solid feeling, but it's lighter, and it is thinner. Like, it doesn't look thinner, like when you side by side them like this, but it's noticeably thinner when you pick it up and hold it. So that is a plus. I mean, if you look at the cosmetic design of this phone, it is a plus, and it is a nice upgrade. If you have a 4S, I don't recommend you buying the 5. If you're, like for myself, I had to go out of contract with this, and I had to pay $450 for this guy. $450 is a joke for a phone to me. I would never pay something like that. Granted, there's still a huge market on the 4S, so I can sell this one potentially for $300 to $400 on Craigslist or something like that, and make back some of that $450. So really, it's just like about $200 out of pocket. That being said, I still have a 2-year contract on this guy, and stupid me, I bought Apple Care on my 4S, and I don't have Apple Care on my 5. So it's like, it's a really, really, really stupid purchase for me to be able to keep this 5 and get rid of my 4S. That's just really the bottom line. Do I want it because it's sleeker and sexier? Yes. I mean, I do agree that it looks better, it feels better, and I like the overall aspect of a larger screen on a phone in general, which the Android would offer me with the Samsung Galaxy S3 or whatever that one is. But all in all, like I'm an Apple fan. I'm not a fanboy though. I mean, I have MacBooks because I'm a DJ, and DJs need a stable platform. Mac has provided that for years. But as for my phone, you know, like my biggest complaint, like I know that the Google Maps is gone. They have their own version of Maps, which I heard sucks. I will be testing it out tomorrow to really give it a firm verdict. The YouTube app is gone. The new app is great for people that watch videos, but as a YouTuber, I can't reply to comments. I can't go into my email and go into a comment and well, now I'm getting into things that you guys shouldn't see. I can't go into a comment and actually reply back to the comment, and like that's like a simple feature. I should be able to just go into a video and reply back to a comment. I can't do that on this fancy little device, which is my biggest complaint of this phone. The video changed a little bit on this phone. I don't like the new video, but that's a feature of iOS 6, not of the new phone. So really, if all the software is on the new 5 is the same that you can get, you can upgrade the iOS 6 on the iPhone 4 and 4S. You also get a new fancy pair of headphones right here, and you can see the buds are different than all of the previous ones, which is an upgrade. I mean, supposedly it's crisper, clearer. Who knows? Really don't care because I have 1,000 pairs of headphones, and I have professional DJ headphones when I'm DJing. I have professional gaming headphones when I'm gaming. So, I mean, when am I going to use headphones? Hardly ever. At the gym, really, is the only time I use it. So, that to me is not the biggest sell. Again, kudos to Apple, though, for delivering a product and the way that they're able to not leak any information out and deliver 2 million units. And that's just the start of the new phone is unbelievable. Do I think it's worth it for an iPhone 4S to upgrade? I say no. If you're breaking contract, it's a joke because you're really paying up the backside for it. And if you should be able to just have a little more patience, more patience than myself, wait out with your 4S like my wife is doing with hers, and I'm actually recording this with her 4S. And then eventually upgrade to probably the 5S whenever that one comes out, when that one is within contract range. If you have an iPhone 4 and you want to upgrade to a 5, not a 4S but a 4, and you want to upgrade to a 5, I would recommend it if you have the extra $200 to do so, and you want to make another contract with a crappy whatever service provider you have, because we all know that all service providers, at least in the States, are garbage. AT&T sucks. Verizon's supposed to be the best, but it's just ridiculously expensive. I heard the data plan for that new iPhone, it's $70 a month with LTE speeds, but still $70 just for the LTE speeds is just ridiculous. Like, that's outlandish. That's more than I pay for my home internet. And you know, T-Mobile's kind of fading, and Sprint is what I had before, but their voice is better than AT&T in my opinion, but the data is really crap. Anyways, that's just kind of my thoughts on the comparison between the two phones, the 4 and the 4S, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I think that it's a great improvement if you're an Apple fan. It's a great improvement to an already popular device. It's not the only option out there. If you have had iPhones for the last like 5 or 6 years, I really urge you to just at least look at the competition, and I would recommend starting with the Galaxy S3, I believe it's called, from Samsung. Everybody has told me to check that out, and I gave it a fair shake by looking into the reviews on it and watching video reviews of the video quality, and it's actually quite well, and so I'm very impressed with what other things have to offer. The downside with Android is there's so many different options. There's tier 1 through 4 of like really crappy tier 4, I guess, quality Android phones that are really slow processors and just horrible, and they don't work right. And then you have the top tier, the best tier 1s, I guess it would be, of the best of the best Androids, and they're extremely fast, and in some cases they're a year or 2 years in technology ahead of Apple in some aspects, and the fact that you can jailbreak like your phone or your iPhone, but there's a lot more options to manipulate your phone the way you want it on an Android, in my opinion, than on Apple. But that I think that's about it. I mean, hopefully you guys like this quick. Well, not quicker now. It's a long review now, but hope you guys liked the review. I mean, just my opinion. I'm not a professional, obviously. I'm just a consumer of products, and everybody uses phones. I mean, so I'm just giving you guys kind of my insight on my thoughts on the new product. Yes, I think it's great. No, I don't think it's an absolute must. Cosmetically, it's sexy as hell, but the application, the OS, like, is not really dope to me. Like, the iOS 6 is not it. Like, I like iOS 5 actually better. So, it is what it is. I think that's about all I have to say. Hopefully you guys don't mind me posting this video. I'm posting this video on both my channels. I have a video game channel and a sneaker channel. And I figured I'd diversify the market, because I figure if you're subscribed to one or the other of my channels, you have a phone on either of them. So hopefully you guys don't mind the double upload if you're subscribed to both channels. And enjoy your phone if you got it, and enjoy your Samsung phone if you have one of those, or your 4, or your whatever phone you end up having. But yeah, I think it's kind of dope. I really do like the look. It's hands down probably one of the sexiest phones I've seen. But software is meh. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I got a DJ a wedding on Saturday, and I'm going to use the navigation on this bad boy and see how crappy it is. Hopefully it's not too bad. And you can see that background right there that's actually the backdrop right here in the room that you're looking at. So, but yeah, I'll be recording my videos, like if I do any vlogs and stuff, I'll be recording it from this phone from now on. So you guys will have to let me know if the video quality is any better or worse than it was previously when I was recording it with this phone, the 4S. So enough babbling. Get out of here. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.